Wife cheated over a decade ago.
Spouse, 35M,
has been
posting
acting
on a
incredibly
throwaway to
strange.
avoid friends.
Do I need to help
family
him,
finding out,
or do I need to
buckle
escape?
up? It's
Sorry
a long
about
story.
formatting. My
I'm on
wife,
mobile,
32F,
and I'm really shaken
and
up as I write this.
33M,
have been married
30F,
for 7
spouse,
years
and
together for
35M,
16.
has been
We started
experiencing
dating in high
behavior
school
that has
when I was
only
16
become
and she was
increasingly
15.
concerning.
Neither
In the
of
past
us were
2 months
very
now,
good people in
he has
high
been
school.
talking about
I was
things
a
that
terrible
he claims
boyfriend,
are happening,
and she
but he's
ended up
never
cheating on
mentioned
me
before.
with 2 different
As
guys
some
during the
background
first few
info,
months of the
when his
relationship.
behavior first started
I first
getting
found out
concerning,
about this
I
after
managed
we were
to convince
dating
him
for
to go to the
a year when she
hospital to
confessed
get
that she
checked out
kissed
for his
someone
mental
else.
health.
I
He wasn't
decided
even
to
seen
forgive
by a
her
doctor,
and move on.
and he was told
Fast
he just
forward
needs to
to
take
2
a certain
years into the
medicine to help him
relationship.
sleep.
I found
The
out
issue
that
is
it
he
wasn't
also
just a kiss.
smokes weed, so
It
this
was
medicine
full-blown
does not
cheating,
mix
and it
well with
happened
that.
with 2
He
different
won't quit
times with
smoking.
different guys.
We also
not
have
just
2
the one.
very young kids.
I discovered this
Back
when
to
her
the
friend
weird
pulled
recent
me
behavior,
aside and
he
told me
claims
that
he
I
had an
deserved
old
better
email
and
with an
explained what
inheritance
happened.
that got hacked.
This was
and he needs
incredibly
access
tough
to
for
it.
me.
I tried helping him
devastated
get
this
on it,
time
but he
around
hasn't
because
used it
by
in
this
literally
point I
the
had
12
fallen
years
in
we've
love
been
with
together.
her.
I
only
probably
knew
should
of
have left then,
existence
but she
previously
swore
when
that
I
it would
helped him
never
switch
happen
his
again,
Facebook login,
that it was a
and that was an
stupid
email
mistake,
attached.
and that it was
Another
because I
example
neglected
is that
her,
he
which I
believes
did.
everyone is
I once
talking
again
about him
decided
to
to forgive
and
her.
everyone else.
After that, things
literally
started to
everyone
get
else.
better.
He
I
thinks
started
there's
becoming
some
a better
big
person
thing planned
and
to
really
hurt him
grew
or
into
do
a
something
respectable
horrible
member
to
of
him
society
soon,
during
and that we're all
college.
on it.
We went
On
to
a few
different
other
universities,
separate occasions,
but
he
saw
asked
each other
about
so
a show
frequently
that
it didn't
we're
feel like
on
long distance.
and asked how much
After
money
graduation,
I'm being
we
paid to
moved
keep
in
a
together,
secret,
and
he
things
also
were great.
thinks I'm having
We ended
secret
up
phone
getting
calls,
married once
and that
we
I've
were both
apparently left the
established
room to
and have
accept
been
these
mostly
calls,
happy since.
which then results
We
in
have
me
2
coming back
kids,
crying about
M6
something
and
I've apparently
M3, a
discussed on the
house,
phone,
and have what
whenever
most
I try to
people think of
explain
as a
to him
goals
that none of
relationship,
this is happening,
or so I thought.
he fights back
Fast
saying
forward
that
to
I'm just
last night.
lying to him.
I had
and
to
to
grab
tell him
her
the
phone
truth,
to look something
that
up,
I need to tell
and
him the
curiously
truth,
got the
or
better of
something
me.
bad is going
We
to
have
happen.
an open phone
It's
policy,
gotten so
and
bad.
she has been fine with
He
me
ended up
looking
getting
through
fired
things
from
if
his
I was in
job
my head
because he
about
was
the
barely
past.
showing up.
I found a set
He
of
kept going to
deleted
the college
messages
station
from a
to make
very
a
short
report
period
instead
in
of going
college
to
where
work.
we were broken
After
up,
he got
where she was
fired, there was
messaging
some sort
multiple
of
different
tense
guys.
situation where they
There was
ended up
no
calling
evidence
a
of
wellness
anything
check
for
for
him,
him,
or
because
even
they
a
were
meet up
afraid
in
he's
them,
going
but
to
they
come
were
back
clearly
and hurt
flirting.
someone.
And
She
the
had
cop
always
showed
told
up
me
while
that
I would
she's
never
also
talk to
home,
anyone
and
when
he
we
said
were
he
on
wouldn't
this
hurt
break.
someone.
I confronted her
only
about
acts in
it,
defense.
and at first she
In the
pretended
recent
she
weeks,
didn't know what I
he's
was
gone
talking
from
about
screaming
before
at me,
admitting that she
demanding
wasn't
answers
sure if
to
we were
just
getting
not
back
talking to me
together
at all,
and was trying to
At
feel
this
better
point, I'd
about
rather
herself.
he just not
Her
interact with
dishonesty
me.
triggered
The
all
reason
my
I'm
old
writing
feelings
this is
and I
because of
told
what
her I
happened
didn't know
today.
if I could do this
It was a nice
anymore.
day out, and
It
I
makes me
asked if he would
physically
come
sick
with
to
me
think
for a
about
walk with
breaking
our
up our
kids,
family.
to which he agreed
Our
to.
boys and
He
family
barely
life
spoke a
is
word to
everything
me
I
or
could
the
have
kids
ever
on this
wanted.
walk.
They
And when we
love
came
our
across a
family
playground,
dynamic, and I
I
just
asked
can't
if we should
bear
take
the
the
thought
kids
of
there for a
shattering
few
their
minutes of
world.
play.
I
He
didn't
then got
want to throw
upset at
away
me
what
for
we had
suggesting
built,
it, but I
and
needed
said I
some
always control
reassurances.
everything.
I told
and
my
I'm the
wife
queen
that I
of the
wanted
decisions.
paternity tests,
I didn't
and
even
for her
tell
to
him we
take
were
a
doing
polygraph
that.
to
I
prove
just
that there were
asked.
not other
When I
times
mentioned
she
this,
was
he just
unfaithful.
said, "Do
She
whatever
agreed
you
to
want,"
all of this,
like
but
always.
looked shook. So I
She
figured
then
why
came to
not.
me a couple hours
So I
later
played with the
and
kids at the
confessed
playground,
that there was a
and he
third
did his
guy.
own thing.
This time
Someone
was when
left
I
a
was
couple
a freshman
freshmen
in
in
college,
college,
and
he
she
was
was
still
throwing
a
them
senior in
around.
high school.
He then picked
This
up the
is after she
football and
admitted
threw
to
it
the
in my
first 2
direction.
times.
It
and
flew
told
past
me it
me
would
a couple
never
feet
happen
from me.
again.
I
This
asked
has
why he
completely
did that, and he
destroyed
said,
me.
"Why are
I don't
you
even know
upset?
what to think
It didn't
or
hit you."
believe. To which
She
I
swears
responded,
there was no one
well,
else,
what if it
and
did?
that it never
He then
happened
said,
more than once with
if I
each of
wanted
the
it to
guys,
hit you in the
but I
head,
don't
I would
really
have thrown
believe
it that
anything
way.
she says.
Then he started
She
on a
still is
rant
willing to
about
take
how
the
he's going
polygraph
through
to
the same
prove that
thing
she has
with
been
everyone
faithful
lying
since
to him.
graduating high
After
school.
which he sat down
I
in
am
the
at a
corner
loss
of the
as to what
park
to do
and was doing
She has been the
literally
perfect
nothing.
wife and
I was
mother
getting
since
upset,
we have gotten married.
so I packed up the
She
kids kids
clearly
and started
grown a
walking
ton
to
as a
leave the
person,
park.
and I do
I
not
said to
believe
him,
anything
"We're
like
going
this would
home,"
happen again,
and started walking
I don't want to
away.
break my family
Apparently,
up,
he
but
tried
I
to
just
yell
don't
out
know
to
if I
us,
can look
but
at her
ended
the
up
same.
taking a different
One of
way
the
home
hardest
than we
parts
did.
is that
He
since
told me
marriage,
this when he met me
she
on
has
the street
become my
when we
best
were
friend,
almost
and I
home.
don't want to lose
Saying
that
that
either.
next
I
time
know
I
I'm
want to be an
ranting,
idiot,
but I'm
and
just
walk
broken
away,
up
maybe
about
stop
this.
and listen for
Do
him
I
calling
leave over
out.
something that
I didn't
happened
hear him,
so
but
long ago?
honestly, he could
What
have
if she
easily
passes
caught
the
up to us.
polygraph?
I was
Is
getting
there any
more
way
and more
through this,
upset,
or
and
do I
said I
just
wanted
need
to
to
go
bite
for
the
a
bullet
drive
and
to get
leave?
coffee, and
She
he
says
said
she will
fine.
do
I
anything
said
to
I
make
wanted to
this
take
work,
the kids,
and is
and he
begging
asked
for us to
why.
try marriage
Then I said
counseling,
fine,
but I just
you
don't
stay
know.
home with them.
Divorce
And he
is
said
the
no,
last
they can
thing
go
I
with you, and
want,
started
but I
putting
just
them in
don't
the
know if
car.
I have any
I got
other
in the
choice.
car, and he got in the passenger seat, to which I asked him if he's coming with. He said yes and to drive. I told him I didn't want him coming with because he's being mean, and he said he could be a lot meaner. As I started driving away, he kept going off on the usual BS he's been talking about lately, and I told him I don't want to hear it. He started screaming at me to keep driving and shut the fuck up. I stopped the car and told him to get out, and he made a motion like he was going to punch me, but punched his hand in front of my face. At this point, I started crying and yelling at him to get out, and he yelled back, "No, just drive." I then said I should just drive him to the police station for that, and he said he would choke me unconscious before we even got there. I was crying even more at this point and said I don't want to be with him anymore and I want him out. He said no. He continued to be a dick for the rest of the car ride. where I pleaded with him to not treat me this way, especially in front of our children. It's not fair to them. Or to me. He said to not bring them into this. I said how couldn't I? They are literally in the car. Anyway, after I drove us home, he asked how long I've been waiting to break up with him and who I'm replacing him with. I told him I haven't been and there's no one else, which of course he doesn't believe. When he got inside, he even taunted me saying, I should take you to the cop station, in a girly voice. He's outside smoking and I'm inside with the kids writing this. Of course I'm shook up currently, but I don't know what to do. We only have the one vehicle which is in both our names. The place we rent is actually my mom's, so we don't have a lease, but we both have our addresses attached to this place on our licenses. He wasn't always like this. Literally only the past couple months his behavior has been this bad. I miss the person he used to be. I miss that he would spend time with me, with the kids, but he spends all his time by himself now. I don't know if he's going through some sort of manic episode or what's triggering this change in behavior, but I really don't know what to do. Is there something differently I can do to help him? Every time he talks to me about whatever situation, he doesn't accept any answer I say and also won't accept if I say nothing.